MLB Network has baseball coming your way on a summer night at Oriole Park in Baltimore. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the New York Yankees and the Baltimore Orioles. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Number 29, a hurler from South Carolina, will be the starting pitcher in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
You know, Matt, he's looking to bounce back for a little bit better of a performance than his last one. Pitched less than 5 innings in his last one, was able to come away with a no decision. I think he and his team are expecting a lot more in this one.
Here's Cameron Maybin now. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Waiting on it, the center fielder. He's got it 1 away. With that, here's a look at the Yankees' starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, I think the focus has to be on Cameron Maybin. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands. Always seems to turn in a good at-bat, and he can do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Center fielder has a beat on it. 2 gone.
Batting third.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in DJ LeMahieu. Now a foul tip that's held onto at the plate, and the count moves to 1-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. He takes the turn and heads for second.
That's a pitch he'll look back on and relive tonight when he's lying in bed. A pitch away from posting a 0 in the first, and he makes a big mistake, then he pays the price. So now he's got to work on leaving him out there at second base.
Man at second here with 2 away, and that'll bring up the former American League Rookie of the Year, Big Aaron Judge. The set and the 1-1. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike.
Hey, I know we're only in the top of the first, but back-breaking blows are those 2 out runners in scoring position knocks, and they have a chance to capitalize right here.
Boy, Dero, you touched on it right there. I think as a pitcher, you try to get through that first inning and not have to show all of your pitch.
Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. Onto the lawn and gone. All rise, Aaron Judge, a 2-run shot. Second home run early in the year, and this is now a 2-0 lead for the Yankees.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Stepping in now, Torres. Now that ball is smoked, carrying to deep left, and it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs. A solo shot here to left. Second home run early in the year as the Yankees move out to a 3-0 lead.
And as we take another look at that one on Show Track, the story behind that home run was speed, and the speed with which it was launched off the bat. Didn't have a ton of height on it, but 113 miles an hour, an impressive exit velocity.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. In now, Gary Sanchez. Ripped down the line, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Drilled to the right side. Trumbo takes it in, and Trumbo will take this one on over to the bag, and that ends the inning. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The Yankees lead this one 3-0. Masahiro Tanaka, the right-hander from Japan, will get the starting assignment in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Tanaka right now is the best of all of their starting pitchers. Good fastball, 92 to 94. Best pitch is the split finger. He'll throw it early. He'll throw it often. If he has the good split, these hitters are in for a long night.
Now in the box, Jonathan Villar. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Ground ball foul down the left side. The 1-2. Sent on the ground out to second. LeMahieu's got it, and there's one away. Now a moment here in Baltimore for the Orioles starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
You know, Matt, a big part of the offense is Mark Trumbo. He's got a 5-game hitting streak going. If you've got to start those big streaks somewhere, I like the way he's swinging the bat right now. Great approach, very comfortable. Let's see if that streak continues today.
Into the box now, number 1. First trip to the plate for him in the ball game. A ball and 2 strikes to the Orioles shortstop. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Gary Simmons.
You know, D-Row, Gary Simmons, he's one of those umpires. He'll give you one thing or the other. At times his zone can be a little wide, and then he's a little more strict north and south, but he's a pretty consistent umpire.
The key, Dan, is be consistent. You want to give him the inside half, I'm okay with that, but then you can't give him away. If you're going to stay east-west, you better pick one side.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Into the box now, Trey Mancini. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1 and 2. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They trail it here 3-0. Second inning upcoming from Baltimore, but first, here's Heidi Watney with a little bit more on the forecast.
Well, Matt, there is precipitation in the forecast, but talking with some of the grounds crew here before the game, they said they don't think it will have a significant impact as we move forward. We can expect a light sprinkle, but there shouldn't be any stoppages in play.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. We'll hope that's true. And, guys, what's the toughest thing about playing in damp conditions like this?
I'm going to be honest with you, Matty. If it stays like this, not a problem. It's just a nuisance. Yeah, the ball might be a little damp, throwing it across to first base. Might have to gather yourself a little bit more, but this weather won't affect anything.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Santander waits on it. One down.
Okay, here's how the Birds line up today on defense. And one of the main pieces on this team today is the guy playing shortstop. A ton of range, the ability to go in the hole, set that back foot with a strong arm over to first base. And I know it's going to upset the second baseman and the third baseman, but at the end of the day, the shortstop is and always will be the captain of the infield.
Giancarlo Stanton now, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Bases are empty, one man out. Grounded straight into the shift on the left side. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Dero, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Here's Didi Gregorius. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. Into right field. That's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
The batter, the center fielder, Cameron.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in the center fielder, Cameron Maybin. The 1-2. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And that is down for extra bases as this will get one home and maybe two. And he's in there safely as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
This thing was a double or more the second it left his bat. He really drove it well, and it ended up one-hopping the wall out there. And more importantly, he picks up 2 RBI along the way.
Into the box, Gio Urshela. Swing and a liner. Foul. He'll try it again, 3-2. Sliders, strike 3 called, and that's a pitcher's pitch right there. 2 gone.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Standing in now, DJ LeMahieu. Count is 1-2 now. Maybin at second with 2 down. Hit high and deep out to left field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Yankees 5 and the Orioles nothing. Settling in now, Mark Trumbo. He'll be the one to lead off against Masahiro Tanaka.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. Grounded down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good two-strike adjustment, and able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Anthony Santander the next to bat. Runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry. And if you don't have a good feel on that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
A bouncer up the middle. LeMahieu for one. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Batting sixth, the third baseman, Renato Nunez.
So base is empty now after the double play. And next, the dangerous power threat, Renato Nunez. Tanaka into his motion. Needs to hit his spot here on 3 balls and a strike. And a good pitch there as they come after him, and the count goes full.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1. So now we've got a battle on our hands.
2 out, nobody on. He loses him on ball 4.
Batting seventh, the designated hitter, number 24.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, DJ Stewart. And we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he watches a splitter for a called third strike, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Orioles. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Ready to take his hacks again, Aaron Judge, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too. And they start the third inning the way they finished off the first 2, doing damage. As we take a look at his numbers, you can see they've had his numbers since the first pitch. If he doesn't buckle down soon, he might have a short outing here.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Torres. And he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Calling for it, Mancini. And that's the first out of the inning. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Now batting.
Standing in, Gary Sanchez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Well, this is pulled in by the shortstop.
Up next for the Yankees, the first baseman.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And up next, the power bat of Luke Voigt. Judge, the runner at first with 2 gone. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. Liner toward right center. And that'll split the gap as it should be extra bases. Judge rounds the corner and is headed home. He comes across to score. As they pile on, it's now a 6-0 game.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
Stepping in, Giancarlo Stanton. 2 out here and a runner at second. He stays alive, still 2-2. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. The Yankees strike for a run on the RBI double. We played 2.5, and it's all New York. 6-0 Yanks. Now batting, number 21. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
The 1-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. LeMahieu is calling for it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
In now, Chance Sisco. Here's a swing, and a bouncing ball hits a Gregorius at short. And quickly, there are 2 away.
The batter, number 2.
In now for the O's, Jonathan Villar. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing hard liner to left center. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Boy, it's so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Into the box now, number 1. At the ball. 2-1. Villar leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Line drive to center field, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
Into the box, Trey Mancini hit hard on the ground to third, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Orioles strand a couple. They still find themselves down 6-0. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said he's been really impressed with how they've hit in at-bats when they fall behind in the count. 5 of their hits have come from those at-bats. And although they don't want to get behind in the count as often, it's a great sign that they're not defeated when they do.
Thank you, Heidi. Next for New York, Didi Gregorius. He singled his last time up. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Going back is the center fielder into the bleachers and gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center. First home run of the campaign for him as this lead swells to 7-0.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Standing in now, Cameron Maben. There's ball 4.
Now batting, third baseman, Gio Urshela.
Digging in to try it again, Gio Urshela. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack.
And that's by him into right field for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, they've been treating him like a punching bag out there. As we take a look at the line, you can see that he's given up double-digit hits, and things don't look like they're going to get any better. He might not last much longer.
Now here comes the Oriole manager up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So he'll depart here tonight, and these fans will not be terribly appreciative, I don't imagine, as he was pretty much dreadful in this one. Miguel Castro answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter.
Miguel Castro.
The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Maben on second. Urshela at first with no outs. To first. There's one. Out. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step.
The right fielder.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Aaron Judge. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. He'll try again. 1-2. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back. Gone. And that one had some extra distance. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, his second of the game, as the blowout continues. Well, they've got the elevate and celebrate thing working in this one, guys. That was their 4th big fly of the game.
Yeah, Dan, this doesn't make sense. It's absolutely freezing outside. The last place you want to be is in a batter's box, and this offensive team is driving balls out of the yard.
This is what's crazy about the game of baseball, D-Row. You would think under these conditions it would be all in favor of the pitchers. That has been anything but the case so far in this one.
Hit in the air down the right field line. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. There's a look at the final line for the Orioles starter, and clearly he was off his game this evening.
One of the tough things to do when you're trying to have a good pitching performance is keep the ball in the ballpark. He was filling up the strike zone, but he did allow 2 home runs.
Ready now, Gary Sanchez. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 2-1. Makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2.
Ugly swing right there. That pitch wasn't even close. You could tell this guy's been in the swing mode from the minute he walked into the batter's box.
Fouled away. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Yankees lead it 10-0. Here's Mark Trumbo now. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
Digging in, Anthony Santander, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Grounder down the line at third, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, that's a nice job by the batter right there. Left-handed batter going down the third base line. You don't see that happen too often. A lot of things have to go right. And with the third baseman playing off the line, woof, that's a nice job of hitting right there.
Stepping in now, Renato Nunez. A 2-1 count to Nunez. Santander stands at first with 1 out. Drilled on the ground to short. 1 there. On to first, and it's another double play. They're second in the first 4 innings as that one will retire the side. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. Starting to look bleak, down 10-0. Into the box.
And he's got to build off that last AB. He battled. Usually when you battle, you get in that swing mode. A lot of pitches, you'll swing at the rosin bag. I love the fact that he was able to work a double in last at bat. Let's see if we get more of the same right here.
And it's fouled away. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting.
Coming to the plate now, Giancarlo Stanton. His career numbers in this matchup, a number of meetings, he's 1 for 7. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. And there are 2 away now. Stepping up now, Didi Gregorius. He went deep last time up.
Boy, this guy right here in that last AB, how about straightaway center field? He hits a bomb, and as a pitcher, you're trying to pitch to the big part of the ballpark, but a guy like this, if he has pop to hit it out to center field, I might have to think pitching this guy down and away down on the corner. Let's slow this one down and take another look. Great camera angle here, looking straight down the left field line. You see him take that inside route to the ball. His hands stay back, and he goes oppo to find himself at second.
Into the box now, Cameron Maybin. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted high and deep. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. So a two-run homer down the line in left. First home run of the campaign for him as this lead got even wider. Time block gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. In now, Gio Urshela. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that,
though. Urshela is off at first with 2 away. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
On a gift of a swing there, it's 3-2 now.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
The 3-2 one more time. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Another one sent foul. Takes this the other way to right. Santander is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Yankees are out in front, 12-0. Welcome back to Baltimore as we send you down to check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs, so the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Thank you, Heidi. And now the designated hitter for the Orioles, DJ Stewart. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
The batter, number 21.
In now, number 21. He's 0 for 1 thus far. No runs, 5 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
At the plate, Chance Sisco. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
Boy, he showed some
Now
pretty good
back,
range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Digging in the switch hitter, Jonathan Villar. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Runners are at first and second with one away. And it's 1-2.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. A double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3, but it's not in time, and the inning will continue.
Now batting.
Ready for another chance. Number 1. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. Sure took a healthy hack that time.
Yeah, and I don't understand that approach at all, Matty. He's not really known for having a whole lot of pop in his bat, but he is known for having really good speed. So personally, I'd much rather see him with a controlled.
And the second baseman is there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Orioles strand a couple. Just about given up for dead. It's 12-0. Aaron Judge will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. The 1-2. This pitch is popped up. Trumbo calls for it. 1 out.
Now batting.
Into the box now. Torres. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Again, a 1-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. And he will run this one down, moving to his left, and that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting.
2 away now in the Yankees' 6th. On the next to bat, the Dominican-born catcher Gary Sanchez. Now a swing and a fly ball. But this will land untouched. Here now the 2-2. Hit sharply on the ground. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And the recovery will not be in time at first, and the inning will continue following the infield single.
The first baseman, Luke Ford.
Digging. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Line toward right center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. Throwing to second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. So the plate goes right by him. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error.
Stanton.
Fry gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. ready now with the payoff pitch. Fouled off. Voit at third with 2 away. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. Yankees forced to settle for 1. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. The Yankees lead this one 13-0. So stepping in, Trey Mancini. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
A bouncer to the left side. And that's the first out.
Now batting.
So now the Oriole cleanup hitter, Mark Trumbo, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. 1 out, nobody on. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1 and 2.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And this will be taken in out there just a few steps in front of the track, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting. The right fielder.
Now at the plate, Anthony Santander. He's 1 for 2 in this one. And that one's taken outside for a ball. They walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, they've been unable to get to this guy, so they'll take base runners any way they can get him. At the very least, you make him work from the stretch and add to his pitch total.
And here's Renato Nunez. He was a double play victim last time around. A runner on first with 2 away. The 1-2. Belted high and deep into right center. Ranging back is Maben, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. Santander ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. Safe at the plate. And they are now on the board, though still well behind.
The pitcher was spotting his pitches effectively until now, working the edges, painting the corners, but he left this one right over the plate, and it cost him with an RBI extra base hit right there.
Standing in now, DJ Stewart. This is flared out towards second. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Orioles settle for 1. 7th inning coming up. The Yankees lead it 13-1. Back here on MLB Network. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Digging in now for the Yankees, Didi Gregorius, and he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one. Yankee shortstop behind in the count 1-2. Rolled slowly down the third baseline. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Next for the Yankees.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Cameron Maben. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here.
Yeah, and that last at bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Nice two-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
Stepping in now, Urshela. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
2 outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like it would really change the complexion of the inning.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. If this 2-hitter finds a way on, it really sets up the very good middle part of the order to do some damage after all.
Santander is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers, but not to fear as they hold a commanding lead. At the plate, number 21 comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Swing and a little blooper to center, and that's in there, base hit.
Now batting, catcher, Chance Cisco.
And that'll bring up the catcher, Chance Cisco. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Lifted the other way to left center. And this will be hauled in shy of the track for out number 1 as the runner will retreat to first. On to first, a double play. Back to the top of the Oriole lineup now, and stepping in, Jonathan Villar. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Now the 1-1 pitch. To short, hit hard. Scooped up on the backhand. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Orioles held in check there. And as you can see, they are way behind. Digging in, DJ LeMahieu. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Into the box, Aaron Judge. To 1-2 now. LeMahieu gets his lead at first, nobody out. Throw over to the bag, back in standing. And now time is called as a beach ball has made its way out into left field here. Another 1-2 delivery to 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Back-to-back sliders in on the hands. He didn't handle it real well at all on the previous pitch, so why not come right back with it again? Better job of laying off that one, though.
High in the air out to center field. Under it is the center fielder. Makes the play, 1 away. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Now batting.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready with the 1-1. Fly ball out toward left center field. Center fielder giving chase. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Now batting. Catcher, Gary Sanchez.
The 1-1 misses for the second ball.
There's a good slider down and in at that back foot. That's a tough pitch to lay off as a hitter and a great pitch as a pitcher. That's one of those. How could he not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
Ball even at 2-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. The Yanks leave 1. But you can forgive them as they still hold an enormous lead. Now at the plate, number 1. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
The 1-1 is strike 2 swinging.
Guys, I've been really impressed with him tonight. I mean, he's carving these guys up with all of his pitches.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone to protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Into the box now, Trey Mancini. Big swing by Mancini now, and this is carrying well to left. And he's going to make the catch. And he paid a big price for it, too, as he crashes headlong into the wall.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Standing in now, Mark Trumbo. 1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time. Everyone needs to relax and not try and be the hero and just start getting the leadoff guy on.
This is line to left, and that'll get down for a 2-out single. So good work on a 1-2 count to get on base. He'll get it into second. So some real problems out there that time as it'll wind up in E7.
Anthony.
Ready now for Baltimore. Anthony Santander, a hit in 2 official trips to the plate to this point in the ballgame. Now a swing at a ball popped in the air back behind short. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Orioles leave 1. And they remain well behind. Ready once again, Luke Voigt. Back up the middle, fielded cleanly. And the throw here is in time. Very nicely done there at short for the first out.
Now batting.
Digging in once again, Giancarlo Stanton. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
And Stanton's aboard. It's a base hit.
You can't teach that, Matty. The ability for a right-handed hitter to shoot a ball through the 3-4 hole, unmatched.
Gregorius.
Michael Givens enters the game with 1 gone in the top of inning number 9.
Number 60, Michael Givens.
Stanton leads off first with 1 away. Stepping in now, Didi Gregorius. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Givens is a guy known for his lights-out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. Walks have come back to bite him on more than 1 occasion.
You know, it's not uncommon, Matty V, for a relief pitcher to come in with really good stuff. And it seems like he's either really hit and miss. He'll rack up a lot of strikeouts, but if he's not quite on, he'll also rack up a lot of base on balls. And that can cause a pitching coach and a manager to really start to pull their hair out.
To the top of the lineup, stepping in, Cameron Maben. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Now the 2-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Waiting on it, the center fielder. And that retires the side. 1 left for the Yankees, but not to fear as they hold a commanding lead. Tommy Canely, a 6'1" right-hander, will be the one to get the call from the bullpen here. Digging in and looking for more, Renato Nunez starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Ready with the 1-2. Line to the right side. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
I know the score's out of hand right here, but I've never met a big league ball player that's going to give away an at-bat in any game ever. Nice piece of hitting right there, staying within yourself and grabbing you a knock.
Into the box, DJ Stewart. Hit back up the middle. LeMahieu for one. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
Now batting, number 21.
Now at the plate, number 21. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. The 2-1. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Baltimore down to their final strike. 2 out, nobody on. Line drive to left. But he will make the catch on the hard hit ball out there, and that will conclude matters here as this ball game is over.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
13-1 is the final lopsided score. The New York Yankees jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Masahiro Tanaka gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Number 29 was slapped with 8 earned runs as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 42 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
It's Sunday morning. Welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the American League East, Aaron Judge had a great day, driving in 5 on 3 hits, as the Yankees claim victory over the Orioles 13-1. The Blue Jays allowed only 5 hits in the game as they beat the Tribe in Cleveland 6-3. Dustin Pedroia had a total of 3 RBIs on the day as the Red Sox disposed of the Diamondbacks 9-3. The Tampa Bay Rays picked up 14 hits in total as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 5-1. The White Sox knocked out 12 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Mariners 7-2. The Kansas City Royals combined to allow only 4 hits as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 1-0. The Rangers had lost their previous 8 games but put a halt to that as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County 5-2. The Houston Astros got an astounding 20 hits in total as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 14-1. The Braves beat the visiting Marlins 3-2. The Washington Nationals totaled 11 hits as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 6-3. The Twins put together 10 total hits as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 3-1. It was their 7th straight victory. The Chicago Cubs hit 3 long balls as they stomped the Brewers 10-3. The Pirates allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 5-1. The St. Louis Cardinals broke up their 5-game losing skid as they made short work of the Padres 11-2. The Rockies got the best of the Dodgers at home 3-1. And that's the show. Thanks for listening in. I'll be back tomorrow with more news and updates from around the majors.